We're back at it again with some of the low maintenance perennials for the sun that you should try out in your garden this year. Some of my favorites here. This is the first one. This is Catmint. Now Catmint comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, from dwarf and compact all the way up to what they would call Walker's Low, which is kind of the old tried and true traditional. This one is Persian, and I love this. It's a great catmint because it's going to be a mid-height catmint. They're so durable. Anything that has that gray-blue, kind of gray-blue-green foliage is more drought-tolerant and more heat-tolerant, generally speaking. The beautiful thing about catmint is it can grow in full sun, but it can also tolerate about a half day's worth of sun, and it will continue to bloom throughout the course of the season. Things that will actually encourage the plant to continue blooming is removing blooms. Once they've finished, you can cut them off, and that will actually generate new growth, which encourages that reblooming and recycling of blooms. So catmint is a must-have. If you don't have it in your garden, you should plug it in somewhere and just see how wonderfully it will reward you with blooms and growth all season long. It's also a great pollinator attractor. Secondly, I couldn't have catmint in my yard if I didn't have salvia. It's another one that gives you 3 bloom cycles throughout the course of summer. It's in the sage family, and so salvias can really tolerate heat. They can tolerate drought, and they're so reliable on coming back every single year. Now, lots of varieties to choose from within the salvia category. Some of the larger ones like Caradonna we carry. This is a newer introduction. This is Blue Marvel, and it has the most electric blue blooms that you will see in a perennial garden. So absolutely love this Blue Marvel as well as Rose Marvel. This is a great addition and a very durable plant. Once it finishes blooming, similar to the catmint, you'll go through, you remove off that top third where the blooms are retired, and it will rejuvenate it by branching again, by growing again, and ultimately leading to a rebloom. 3 to 4 bloom cycles out of the course of 1 year with salvia in a sunny spot. An absolute die hard in the landscape. You got to have some salvia. Something that's unique and different, that's going to grow low but add high contrast and durability, is Sedum. And this is just one of so many varieties of Sedum. I love Angelina. Angelina has this evergreen foliage. So even in the wintertime, you're going to get this foliage that remains in the landscape. And the beautiful thing about the wintertime is that in the fall, this will actually change fall colors with orange tips and red and even some burgundy undertones that make this absolutely stand out. This works great in rock gardens. This works great along the border. And it's a plant that if you have it in your yard in one spot, you can easily move it by taking a clipping off of it and transplanting that into another spot in the yard. You can easily cultivate other clumps of this sedum. This is Angelina. So many to choose from. Angelina just happens to be one of my favorites. I love pairing it with flowers that are in the blues and purples because I think it contrasts and stands out so nicely. So check the sedum out. Angelina is a killer variety. Millennium Allium, it doesn't look like much now, but when this thing starts blooming, it's unbelievable the amount of blooms. This comes up with an explosion of ball-shaped blooms across the top of this. It looks like a bouquet of bubblegum just blooming in your landscape. Millennium is, again, one of so many varieties. I just happen to like Millennium the best. I've got it in my yard, lining walkways. It works really well as a layered plant. You can think of this as a border plant. Like you've got your boxwoods and maybe your hydrangeas behind your boxwoods, and you can layer this down in front. Millennium Allium is a great perennial that gives you shape and gives you structure along the border of a garden. And last but certainly not least, I've got to share with you Echinacea. Echinacea is one that the birds love, the bees love, and we love because the blooms are iconic. Now it's early in the season where this plant hasn't started blooming yet, but as the season progresses, the Echinacea absolutely light the garden on fire with an array of bloom colors to choose from. It's a standout. And Powwow is one of my favorite series. There's so many to choose from, but the Powwow Wildberry, the Powwow White, about 2 foot tall. They keep their shape so nicely, and the birds love it for as a seed source. These are some of my favorite perennials that can tolerate the heat, can be durable, and will just grow all summer long without a care or without a worry, and they'll reward you with blooms. So check them out and enjoy the blooms that a perennial garden can give back to you. Hey, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That will help push it out to others. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss an update. Thanks for spending time with us.